Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for July 24th, 2013. Of course, it's Wednesday, and we're getting ready for the middle of the week, heading towards the weekend. And today's probably going to be one of the best days we've seen so far, with temperatures basically, well, very comfortable. Basically in the mid to upper 70s throughout the Philadelphia metropolitan area, lower to mid 70s over the New York City metropolitan area, a few lower 60s over northeastern Pennsylvania, making for a very comfortable morning throughout much of the region. However, the threat for showers will not be going away, and I'm going to show why, even though I'm sure you've seen all over the place that today's going to be a very nice day with clear skies. Unfortunately, those clear skies are going to be pretty much regulated to this morning, and then we start to see clouds increasing once again, especially for this evening as showers return. Taking a look at the latest water vapor satellite picture, it's my favorite tool here. Now, keep an eye on two factors here. Here's our cold front moving through, and it's approaching. Here's our strong disturbance associated with this cold front. Here, nice little deep trough here. See it carved out very nicely. Notice the moisture here. It's moving east progressively, and then it stops. It stalls out here over the last few frames, which means we still have plenty of mid-level moisture in the atmosphere funneling in from the Gulf of Mexico right up the East Coast. And notice we have a nice little weak trough right along the coast, and we're starting to see some convection firing off over the Gulf Stream. Meanwhile, another little disturbance, mid-level disturbance behind this trough is diving towards the cold front. So what all of this is telling me is that this cold front is starting to stall, and with that means it's going to be more lifting. More lifting means better potential for showers, especially this evening. So if you have any plans for any outdoor activities, please be prepared for a few passing showers. Not a washout, but clearly not dry for everyone throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. The good news is the further west you go, the more likely you will remain dry. So that is some good news. If you're in eastern Pennsylvania or western New Jersey, you're more likely to experience dry conditions than you are right along the coast. Taking a look at the radar, you can see there really isn't much popping out over here, but notice this right here. Keep an eye on this area of precipitation over the next, let's say, 6 hours, and also precipitation starting to develop out here over the coastal waters of North Carolina. Those two will combine later on this afternoon to start to produce scattered showers, and we can already start to see on the infrared satellite picture some cloud cover starting to become a little bit more enhanced, a little bit higher. Again, notice beforehand everything was moving progressively to the east at a nice steady pattern, and now all of a sudden it's starting to slow down and stall out and start to set up right along the East Coast. We've been through this before, and the latest RAP model guidance, which is Rapid Update Model Guidance, does suggest for later on this morning we'll see increasing cloud cover, possibly a few isolated showers. But keep an eye on the forecast for this evening. Look at the showers expanding coverage, grow, and boom. By the time we get to this evening, periods of rain are developing over central and southern New Jersey, off towards Long Island and towards the immediate coast of Connecticut. So, again, northern New Jersey, much of the interior should remain dry, possibly a few isolated showers. Your best potential for showers this evening will be over central and southern New Jersey, back towards Long Island, and then off towards coastal Connecticut with some scattered showers. Now, the pattern over the next several days, over the next 7-day period, will pretty much feature the same type of situation. Cold fronts stalled along the coast, waves of low pressure. Again, not a washout every day, just a threat for scattered showers and possibly a few isolated thunderstorms. The thunderstorms will not be severe because the atmosphere in place, although loaded with moisture in the mid-levels, is not really conducive for severe thunderstorms. It's more of a stable atmosphere, capable of producing periods of rain, but not severe thunderstorms. Can't rule out an isolated severe thunderstorm, but for the most part, I think we're dealing with scattered showers capable of heavy downpours. Watch out for localized flash flooding. The closer you are to the coast, the better chance you'll see showers in the afternoon and evening hours. further away towards the interior, showers become more isolated in nature, and that's going to continue on for today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Your best weather conditions during that time period will likely be on tomorrow and on Friday, where the showers will be a little bit more disorganized and more isolated in nature. And the air mass in place is still not all that bad. You're talking about temperatures, high temperatures ranging from the upper 70s to lower 80s over the interior and lower to mid 80s over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas, basically your urban locations and along the immediate coast. So really it's not all that bad. You just have to dodge a few showers here and there throughout the forecast period. And then by the time we get to Tuesday, high pressure will be in complete control as the stationary front will be further off the coast, leading to scattered cloud cover and temperatures very comfortable in the upper 70s to lower 80s over the interior and lower to mid 80s everywhere else. Now, one little caveat to this whole forecast: if this cold front moves just enough off the coast, much of this rainfall will stay off the coast with it. However, again, when we go back to taking a look at the water vapor, it doesn't look like that's happening. It looks like the moisture is starting to stall right over the region. What we want to see this dry air. We want to see that over here. We want to see it right over the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan area. That way we completely dry out. But the longer this remains in place, the better the potential there is for scattered showers and thunderstorms. As far as the tropics, we do have tropical depression number 4 that has formed this morning at 5 a.m. It likely will become Tropical Storm Adrian. Let's see here. I always botch these names. Let's see what the actual name of the storm is. Load it and give it a second. There we are. Dorian. I always screw this up. Okay, so it could become Tropical Storm Dorian. Let's go back. That's why I'm only human. Okay, so this likely will become Tropical Storm Dorian by, let's say, 11 a.m. If not by tonight, 11 p.m. Winds right now at 35 miles per hour, moving to the west-northwest at 20 miles per hour. It actually has a lower pressure than Tropical Storm Chantal did throughout its entire lifespan. It's already down below 1,009 millibars and falling. And when you take a look at the satellite picture, just kind of give you an idea, here's where our tropical depression is. Here's where the East Coast is, pretty far out there. It's actually pretty well developed, to be honest with you. It's showing a nice circular feature here. It looks like thunderstorms are wrapping around the low-level center. However, there is one limiting factor here: all this dry air. So depending on how this dry air interacts with the development of our tropical depression, likely to be tropical storm in the next few hours, will determine just how far and how strong this tropical disturbance or tropical storm will be. And the National Hurricane Center is suggesting that by Monday morning, this tropical storm will likely be to the north of the Leeward Islands and heading towards the north of Puerto Rico, and possibly by early next week or mid next week, right around the Bahamas. So something we're going to definitely keep an eye on over the next several days. But that's your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.